YouTube. Got that going. So yes, here we go. So welcome. Let me just close down all these windows. And Marva and Dr. Denise, if you're able to just bring people in when they come in, that would be awesome for me. So I don't have to worry about that part of it. But listen, right here at Sankey Mayor, Sankey Global, we are looking for entrepreneurial leaders. And I know if you're on this call, you are one of those. You are one of those persons, and you are ready to expand your business, not only locally, but internationally. And so we want to offer that up and show you how it's possible and how that can be done. So today we will talk about wealth, we will talk about time, we will talk about money, and we'll also talk about the opportunity. Okay, so those are the 4 areas that we're going to be touching on, and it's not going to be long. I don't take too long. I get the information out to you, disseminate it, and make sure you have it on point and you can then share it with other persons. But listen, these are some of the states that the world has come in, like these past 2 years, well, going on 3, so 2.5 years has been like, oh my God. So employment in the last 2 years is over plus 207 million people have lost their jobs. Like what? Now think about in the Caribbean. I know in the Bahamas, it was crazy insane because the pandemic kind of then gave people excuses to kind of do what they might have wanted to do in a while, which is either roll back on the persons that they had hired at their businesses, let go of a whole pile of people. It was like the excuse to just stop everything. And so plus over 207 million have lost their jobs. Okay. In the Caribbean, it was a whole heap because of why? Our main industry was what? Tourism. And in some cases, I know in Nassau, like the what do you call it? The harbor used to be full every day with boats. To then have none, like you don't understand how that affected the economy. So dire poverty increased by 8 million plus people in the world. Like, are you hearing me? Dire poverty. So unemployment in the last 2 years, this is how it looks. 52 million jobs were lost. 122 million people are currently looking for jobs. They're looking for something to do. They're looking to make money. So the world economy has just become quite bleak, where its world growth has decreased. Gasoline did what, guys? Soared. Soared through the roof. Oh my goodness. It's, I'm here in Alabama at the moment, and I'm like looking at prices. I remember when I would go in Fort Lauderdale and get gas for $1.99 and 99 cents a gallon. And I'm like, what? $5 in the States? Hey, things tough. So listen, also basic food has increased, interest rates have increased. So this is how the world economy looks. This is what we're living in, guys, right now. And world health has even gotten worse. So people with diabetes, we have over 422 million in the world. So not in your town, but in the world. So we're looking at the world as a whole. We are bringing it closer to home. And people with cancer, 20 plus million. Heart attack disease, 16% worldwide, and has increased by 345%. What is increased by 345%? Like what? That's insanity. And death by stroke is 11% worldwide. Listen, my children's father, my ex-husband, he had a massive stroke on Father's Day and still recovering. Still recovering. Are you hearing me? So this is nothing to play with. Nothing to play with, guys. So world health again. Okay. Alzheimer's disease. What's going on there? It's the 7th leading cause of death in the world. 50 to 70 million people have sleeping problems. I spoke to a man the other day and he told me he can't sleep. And then I spoke to another gentleman this morning and he told me he can't sleep. He said he has problems sleeping. This is a serious thing that's going on.
We are all living in this race called life, in which each day we have less time to live. Earning money is more difficult, and the competition to reach one's goals has become somewhat routine. The crisis around employment is especially serious since more than 207 million people lost their jobs in the last 2 years. And those few jobs that exist are highly competitive. That fact causes stress, even among those who are fortunate enough to have a job. Furthermore, Companies do not know how to create new sources of work and do not have sufficient funds to increase salaries of their employees. The reduction in wages, the loss of sources of employment, and the job losses during the pandemic was detrimental for all households. The poorest families were the most affected. The COVID-19 pandemic upset the world. Confined at home and watching computer screens, we were witnesses to the spread of the virus from one continent to another, how the number of cases increased, and how the number of deaths nearly reached 2 million people in 2020 alone. Health became a priority for everyone, and the scarcity of health services became the overriding problem. As the world economy became paralyzed, delinquents took advantage of the situation, which raised the level of criminality in the world to an alarming degree. Different nations of the world forecasted the beginning of the rise from extreme poverty close to the year 2030. Nevertheless, the numbers in reality show exactly the opposite, since 10% of the world's population still lives in dire poverty, with great difficulty obtaining even necessities like health, education, and access to basic services. As you can see, the reality that we are living today is uncertain and worrying. We have confirmed in the worst way that a pandemic, a war, or the lack of opportunities can bring the world's economy to its knees. Especially for you and your family. What are you going to do about this?
So that's my question to you. You heard, it's like we have reached an all-time low in the world. It is insane. So the reality is raw. It can cut your flesh, and it, what's crazy? It affects all of us. So it's not just affecting, the person, as we would call in the Caribbean, the bougie ones, or this, it's affecting everybody. Everybody is feeling it. Every single genre of life, the stratosphere of life, everybody is feeling this. And so it's raw and alarming. So, however, there's companies that are investing in research and in development to create technologies which aim to solve the world's economic and health problems. And to me, that's so high on the list, because when you think of places, we need persons that are making a mighty effort to solve these health problems and these health issues around the world. I think of constantly Steve Jobs, of, the owner of Apple, the inventor of Apple, could not save his own life in the end as he died on his deathbed. So money is not everything, but guess what? It's right up there with oxygen, and you need it. And you need to understand different technologies out there that can help you in your health. So Mr. Gerard says, is a futurist and a humanist who has been studying new technologies and their impact on the humankind for the last 25 years. This is who he is. And so let me show you what he says. These are the scenarios that he has, right? And so he says, you need to have nanotechnology. Now you notice it came from internet. So social, mobile, big data and analytics, 3D printing, which if you've never heard about, they're able to print all these things in a 3D printer. Then he says nanotechnology. Hello, what do we have here at Sankey? Nanotechnology. Then he talks about robotics. Then he says you need health extension of life. You need to have the health extension of life. And these are the future scenarios. Guess where Sankey is? Circled. We have that. Then all the way to the top, what does he say? Super life extension. Listen, we here to make superhumans, eh? And when I heard Mr. Avita say that about 2 years ago, I was like, what is this man talking about? But I'm telling you, it does. It does. So Sankey, we are an international company of Japanese origin. We're founded in 2010. whose main objective is to improve the quality of life so you live longer in a healthier way through the best nutritional technology in the world. Listen, we didn't say in the Bahamas, we didn't say Trinidad and Tobago, we didn't say Jamaica, and we didn't say America or Canada. We said the world, okay? And san means respect and ki for vital energy. And when you flip it, ki san, it means Holy Spirit. Are you hearing me? So what is our vision here? To be the company which unites and guides more people in the world towards well-being. That's from Mr. Tello, okay, the CEO and founder of Sankey, who literally started Sankey on a handshake with Dr. Behir Diaz, who you'll find in a few minutes, this gentleman on the far right. So our technological partner is Sankey Mayor, a biotechnology laboratory in Japan where all the scientific studies are done. Okay, and this is where you can find all the information. We have all the white papers and where our active ingredients are made. So our active ingredients are made in Japan, and then they are flown over to Mexico where they are packed and then shipped out from there. Okay. So where did it all begin? Well, in order to understand the secret of longevity, guess what they had to do? They had to go and find out who's living the longest. And they found them right there in Japan because they have the centenarians, some of the oldest living people in the world that are over 100 years old. And do you know what they did? They reverse engineered their longevity. And what they found was that it was in the gut, that it was all in the gut. Okay, so they found that it had to do with their eating habits, their external factors, and after many years of scientific investigation, over 40 plus years, they discovered that it's in microcirculation. It's in the blood, how the blood is pulsating, how is it moving through your body. This is so vitally important. I know you didn't know how important it is, but it is. So did you know that the circulatory system is made up of a network of more than 100,000 kilometers in length? Do you know that that is 2.5 times the Earth's circumference? Say, what now? That's how much you got going on in there. The circulatory system, that's how many kilometers, 100,000. That's a whole heap, a whole heap. So did you know the circulatory system is in charge of irrigating blood and oxygen throughout your whole entire body? And the nutrients that go into the cells flow through the blood. So even if you're putting nutrients in your body, you stacking all these nutrients in, if you don't have a proper circulatory system, guess what, sweetie? Ain't nothing happening. It does not matter because the nutrients can't get in. Does this make sense? I hope I'm making sense tonight. You know, drop a 1 if you're hearing me, drop a 1 in the chat that you're listening to me, that you're understanding what I'm saying. So for that person that has poor circulation, let me tell you what this causes. You're going to find that you have low energy. Oh, I'm so lethargic. I can't deal with this. I'm just so tired all the time. You know, you're going to have excess of cellular oxidation. So you're going to look older, faster, quicker. You're going to be like, well, what's going on here? Something happening. You know, you ain't going to look like Dr. Denise. Dr. Denise look young, child. She's a young thing. Taking the things, making sure everything on point all the time. You're not going to have inflammation in your body. The inflammation will be removed. You know, I had a gentleman the other day taking the Balage. He say, man, every time I take that Balage, man, I'm having to go to the bathroom all the time. I be peeing all the time. I said, yeah, that's the inflammation in your body. He say, oh, that's what it is. I say, yeah, it's trying to get out of your body. So it has to do what it has to do. And in order to do it, it needs to come out somehow, you know, and it comes out through urination. In some instances, it comes out sometimes with the mucus. You'll find, you know, sneezing, a lot more cold coming even out in your feces. Because I had one person, when they used to go to the bathroom, number 2, they were like, what is going on here? They say, Lord God, all I see is mucus. Well, that's your inflammation coming out. So this is the cause of almost all health problems, poor circulation. You have to understand. Circulatory system is the most important thing in your body, okay? So just listen in. In conclusion, if we improve our microcirculation, so we are now going minuscule. So we ain't just talking, oh, let me just improve my circulation. No, we're going minuscule. We're making sure that our microcirculation is improved. So if we improve, guess what? Your health and longevity is then hand in hand, like literally hand in hand. So if I tell you that in Sankey, we are the only Man, listen, that only supposed to be in caps. I know why that in small letters. If we are the only ones to have an advanced and patented technology, now y'all have to understand what patented means. You can't thief it. You can't thief it. It's just done, been trademark and everything. It's patented. They got the papers on it, which improves microcirculation in minutes. Y'all hearing me? An advanced and patented technology which improves microcirculation in minutes. We could prove it. We have a scanner that could show you within literally 20 minutes. My Dr. Denise got one thing there that she's doing with the blood. And she can show you. She has shown us on so many occasions. You need to join her on a Saturday call. So if you haven't been on one of her Saturday calls, you need to get on. And you'll be blown away by sometimes the pictures that she shows. Because when the people taking the blood at first, the things look dark and ugly. All these circles and bubbles look nasty. And as soon as you see the people take the blood, 20 minutes later, man, the circles all pretty, all clear and pretty, got all translucent different colors. They look like rainbows. You're like, well, what happened here? The child, that's the technology. That's the circulation in the body. So if I've told you all that, would you take it? Would you be that person that takes the products? You tell me. Drop a 3 in the chat. Let me know. Would you? If I could show you that we are the only ones that have an advanced and patented technology which improves microcirculation in a few minutes, would you take it? I need to know. I know I would. I know I am. I take it every single day. And would you recommend it? Because this is 2 crucial questions to, once you get healthier, are you wanting to get wealthier? Because if you would take it once, you can take it, you're going to become a product of the product. And then would you recommend it? Guess what? You are well on the way to making your wealth. Okay? So the latest generation of nootropics is advanced Japanese technology. Okay? And that's the Balaj. We have 80 plus clinical trials in Japan and the clinics that prescribe this product. Are you hearing me? Prescribe this product. 80 plus clinics. And what you know what that means? In Japan, you can only get our product through a prescription. How powerful is that? 40 plus years of science and research. We have all of the papers to prove it. A product without competition. Y'all ain't hearing me. This is so bold. A product without competition. So you could go do whatever you want. You could do multiple things. You could, drink your aloe, drink your noonie, drink your this, drink your that. But guess what? This is circulatory. This is the science to make sure that your circulation is working the way it needs. And this is a patented system with an advanced delivery system that nobody else has. And it's controlled release system. So it's going to get in and do exactly what it needs to do. So what are some of the benefits of Balaj? Well, guess what? It protects your immune system. It increases natural energy. It's essential for cells. It reduces chronic inflammation. It decreases the effects of aging. And listen, it helps liver detoxification. So it's going to detox your liver. It inhibits inflammation. It modulates gene expression. And listen to me, I have heard Dr. Denise speak about this so often. And this is what the Balaj does. And she's said it so many times, but when you're not listening, you don't hear. When you're not listening, you don't hear. Okay? And it improves microcirculation. It does. Okay? It is simply incredible. And now we are at Azor Enzyme 5. But listen in to the power of circulatory system.
As we have said, the circulatory system fulfills very important functions. So having good circulation is indispensable for our health. But how can we know the condition of our blood circulation? The only way to know it is to observe your microcirculation through your microcapillaries. That is to say, the smallest blood vessels in your body, to be able to determine how good your circulation is. For that purpose, there exists a unique Japanese technology which is so powerful that it allows one to observe micrometric spaces invisible to the human eye. And in that way, your blood flow in real time. This is a Japanese technology and it is called X-Crista. It is a microscanner capable of seeing the microcapillaries in a safe and non-invasive way. Here now Now, we will show you an example using an X-Crystal microscanner to find out the blood flow of a person before and after consuming Belage. As you can see in this test, the first image shows the microcapillaries of a person that has not taken Belage, while in the second image, you can see the microcapillaries of the same person 20 minutes after having taken Belage. In order to know if there is good or poor microcirculation, we must take note of three elements. 1. That the form of the microcapillaries does not have deformities and are elongated.
I'm going to pause it for 1 second, guys. So I think it needs to just catch up. I'm not sure why it's doing this. So just give it 1 second. Let's see.
2. That the amount of microcapillaries is abundant. And 3. That the blood flow is not slow. As you can see, the result and efficacy of the product on the body is impressive. Now, visualize if with 1 packet of Belage, you were able to see the surprising changes in only 20 minutes. Imagine what it will do to your body if you take it daily. Would you recommend it? Would you like to recover the biological health of your body? Would you like to be part of helping other people make changes in their lives? Even better, would you like to earn money by recommending it? If your answer is yes to these 4 questions, stick around to see how it is possible to do so.
So we've talked about the state of affairs of the world. We've talked about the power of the microcirculation. So this is Dr. Behe Diaz. Our ingredients are the only ones in the world capable of acting inside cells and the mitochondria. Y'all have to understand the power of these words that we're putting out there. We are the only ones. We're not saying that there's a few other, we have some competition and, we're kind of scared of the competition. No, child, we the only ones that can deal in the mitochondrial level. Okay, this product, are you hearing me? It literally builds your immune system by 45%, and it protects you from viruses, influenza A, B, gastroenteritis, and SARS by 85%. Y'all ain't hearing me. So we have our research manuals, and we also specialize in the pharmacies. So we have our properties. You can come and you can ask, and we can show your certifications and our endorsements. So we deal in facts and not opinions. And that BSCG stamp in the middle there, that has to do with the sportsman. So if you know anybody that loves and they're an athlete and they're taking Belage and they need to prove that we have no doping in our products, that would be the product that they need, the symbol that they need to see. And guess what? Our products are also certified kosher. Kosher. So if you're Jewish, this is for you. These products are made for you. They are here. All of the products are kosher, from the Belage all the way down. Hasaki, Inner7, and the Queen Fire are all kosher. Okay. So that is why we are looking for entrepreneurial leaders like you. So you're on this call, like I said, so I know you're here. It's you we're looking for. So to help us bring this technology to the world, we want you. So what are we really looking for? So we use intellectual distribution here at Sankey. And what does that mean? Well, it means that we're dealing with network marketing, which is MLM. Sometimes people say, oh, I don't want to do no MLM. Well, listen to me. You'll be doing MLM in your job and you don't even know it. So MLMs allows you to earn money from thousands of people, just like anything else. You have the support and all the resources the company offers, okay? And there's zero risk to the model for entrepreneurs. So you do not have to purchase a whole pile of product to say, well, okay, now I got to go spend all my money to start this and then I end up with all this stuff. No, you don't. You don't have to do that at all. And it is the easiest way to reach millions of people. Hear me and hear me good. The network marketing MLM structure has made more self-made millionaires than anything in the world. I don't know if you've ever heard of Stormy Wellington. Stormy Wellington makes $1.2 million per month. Yeah, I didn't stutter. Y'all ain't nothing wrong. $1.2 million per month from network marketing, from this same structure. Okay. Is it doable? Yes. And if you believe you can, you will. And if you believe you can't, you will. You're correct on both ends. So you need to decide, what is it you want to do? So how do I earn money here? Well, by recommending the product. Like seriously, you recommend everything else in your life. Think about it. When you find a good dentist, man, listen, man, you need to go by Dr. So-and-so, man. He's so nice and gentle. Oh, Lord, I enjoyed that. Listen, man, I went to this movie. That movie was so good. And you don't get paid. It's recommending. So I want you today to take the word sales sometimes out of your vocabulary and out of your head, because people get so caught up in that word that they become stagnated that they can't do anything. So what if you were able to recommend an amazing formulation that you were using, amazing technology, amazing nutraceutical? So with that, by recommending, you're then number 2, going to be creating a customer network, because now you have all these different people that you talk to that you're sharing this information with. And so then 3 comes into play. So by building this network of distributors, which will do the same as you. So just as you're recommending, then you teach them how to recommend. And it just keeps growing and growing and growing from there. So you'll earn by building a network of distributors, and you earn weekly from the consumption of each pair of people in your network, regardless of who invited them or the level of depth. So I know that sounds like, what? I don't understand that. That makes no sense to me. I'm confused. Well, listen, it simply means that if I invite you and you invite somebody else and they invite somebody else, it doesn't matter. It builds a network, and everybody will benefit. You will benefit from the building of a network. Okay. So imagine the possibilities. So just, think about this for 1 minute. This is a multiplication business. Network marketing is multiples. It's not addition. So if you bring 4 persons that you recommended, and then they recommend 4 people, it becomes 16. And then 16 get fined 4 people, guess what? That becomes 64. So it's 64 plus 16 plus 4. So as you can see, this can go all the way to level 6 and more further. But we're just giving an example of 6 levels deep. So 6 levels deep, you would end up having 5,460 distributors, persons in your organization networked that you and your team have created. Okay. And if each of those distributors got 3 clients, you would then have 16,380 clients, a total of 21,840 people in your network. Like what? You see how that multiplies so fast? And counting up your network, you would have about maybe 10,920 pairs, which is something that the company calls when, that's how they pay out their residual income. And it's paid at $4 a pair. And guess what? That's approximately about $43,000. And I know this number sounds big and you're like, okay, Ruth, now you lose me. You're talking a pile of numbers that don't make no sense. It's too big. I can't do that. Well, guess what? Everybody can do anything if you put your mind to it. But I will say, okay, maybe you can't do the 43,000. What if you only made up 50%? What if you were only able to do 50% of what I'm telling you? Well, guess what? That's still $21,000. Okay. You're like, man, I can't even do that. Okay. I can take it to the lowest. I ain't even gonna do the 10%. What if you only succeeded by 1%? That's $436. But if you only succeeded by 10%, you're looking at $4,368. So I ask you, would an extra $4,000 help you? In some cases, an extra $436 would help you. In many cases, that would help, especially in these times. You feel this heat? Man, that $436 will go well on AC. You don't know, eh? So, as Rockefeller says, I prefer to have 1% of the effort of 100 people than 100% of my own effort. That's what networking is about. Everybody getting 1% effort from each person versus putting 100% all the time, every day, all day. And so if everybody puts their 1%, guess what? 100% is held by 100 people. Like that is so amazing. So it is networking. It's getting together and working together as a team. So furthermore, we have a career plan. where you can definitely earn. And what can you earn? Listen, you can earn trips to Paris, trips to Japan, lifestyle bonuses. Listen, the lifestyle bonus means you can get a car bonus. Like in the States, how they lease cars, you can do that. Or you can decide to say, well, you know what? I ain't want to lease no car. Let me get a little thing, eh? Let me get that money. And listen, I get the lifestyle bonus. So I know it's real. Okay. I have earned that rank to get the lifestyle bonus. And you get weekly commissions. I've been getting paid weekly commissions by Sankey Global since January 2020. I started in November 2019, tried the product for 1 month, and then totally dived in for January 2020. And since then, I have been paid weekly commissions. So all this by reaching your objectives and those of your team. So you can get all of what I just spoke of, the trips, the lifestyle bonus, all of that, the weekly commissions by just achieving you and your team's goals. And so how do you start? Well, here are the packages. You can start with whichever pack, wherever your faith lies, wherever your pocketbook lies, you can start. Now we do have a starter pack, which is, like I would like to say 197 USD, if I'm not mistaken, about 197, 198. And that will give you 2 Bellage and 1 Canoe. So if that's all you got, if you only got a $200 to start, well, start there. You can start there. But all I say is start somewhere. And if the business is not for you and you want to just be a customer, well, start there. Get back to the person that brought you this call and let them know, man, listen, whatever that lady was talking about, I need some of that, eh? I need some of that, and I need some of that now. So are you ready to start your business with Sankey? Are you? I know if I could start again, I definitely would. Because listen, it is simply an amazing company to be a part of with fantastic, phenomenal formulations and products. So this is the dream team. This is the family. We have our CEO, Mr. Tello. We have the Muller brothers, and they are, the base and the heart of Sankey. So live your dreams, start your life, start the dreaming again with Sankey Global.
Today is your opportunity. The opportunity to live without limits like many people are already doing. In Sankey, time is the most important because we understand that investing it wisely will open infinite possibilities for sustainable happiness. Enjoying a healthy lifestyle without economic difficulties and with the opportunity to fully live your passions with the most important people in your life means that you have made your time worthwhile. This is the case of thousands of people who have found their purpose in Sankey and have bet on getting there by making each day count. Today is your opportunity to belong to Sankey, to belong to a worldwide company that has succeeded in allowing thousands of people to find a purpose, stability, and a certainty that things can be better, that they can live a better life, that opportunities exist for those who are willing to take advantage of them when they are presented. Today, this opportunity is being given to you. Are you ready to take it? And you can count on us to make you the person you were born to be.
So I ask, are you ready? Are you ready? That's really and truly the question. Are you ready? Are you ready to take it over and do what you have to do? Hold on 1 second. My thing doesn't want to go forward. Hold on 1 second. So which door do you choose? Which one? Do you choose the closed door? Do you choose the partially open door? Well, child, something, Caribbean people, we a little nosy, so we might say we want the partially open door because we want to see what behind it because we dead nosy. Or do you want the open door, the door that is wide open that can literally show you and open a door to so many things, so many opportunities? So here, I want to say to you, welcome, welcome, welcome to Sankey Global, and whomever brought you to this call, get back to them and let them know that 1, you either want more information, 2, you want to get started and you want to order a product, you want to get on the products, you want your circulation and circulatory system to get on point, or 3, you might be the person that says, listen, I want to get started and I want to get started today. So whatever I need to do, let me know. Let me do it now. And then, oh yes, let me say what Marva said. We also have Prime customers as well. And so with Prime customers, that's something that you can pay a fee for the year, and you will also have the opportunity to get the product for a cheaper price. So cheaper than a customer, I should say. So that's your choice as well. Just like, you know, a Prime customer for Amazon, you're going to get opportunities to get it cheaper. And then if you do it a certain amount, then you get free shipping as well. So you have that opportunity. And then I have a gentleman asking about chronic gastritis. Everything burns when I eat, basically. So I'm going to ask Dr. Denise, if you could just, if you're available, I don't know if you are, but this gentleman is asking about chronic gastritis. Can you say which formula that he might need in order to help? And he says everything burns when he eats.
Yes, good night, everyone. Beautiful presentation once again. Atrophic gastritis, basically what happens if you're not eating. I will have to try to tell you what causes. The causation is not eating on time, untimely eating. Sometimes you just miss meals, and the hydrochloric acid in the stomach starts to wear on the soft tissues on the stomach lining, and that's what causes the burning. So when you do eat, it will interact with the ulcers in the stomach, the cells that is worn out, and blood capillaries, you know, gets inflamed. So my recommendation is get on the Belage and the Inner 7, and you drink it warm, and it will start helping to deal with the digestion and gastric breakdown in the stomach lining. Of course, you will have to stay away from gassy foods, you know, that can inflame, and dairy products, milky products as well. I'm not sure so of the blood type. Sometimes the blood types interact. So if you're O positive or AB, you will have some of those issues, you know, a lactose intolerance. So it can inflame it and flare it more. Thank you. Back over to you, Dr. Ruthann.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. As always, I sit at your feet, sit at your feet. Yes, yes, yes. So guys, I want to say thank you so much for getting on. And once again, my name is Dr. Ruthann, out of Alabama by way of Freeport, Bahamas, my heart, my home. So I want to say once again, we'll be doing this again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. You're welcome to bring your guests, bring a guest, bring yourself. If you want to just keep on learning and taking it all in and understanding it. So my name is, like I said, Dr. Ruthann, and I always like to say, service to humanity, guys, is service to God. Good night, my friends.